His
Please
teeth are
take
away, breaking them.
See his arms rigid. Um, now, as you kind of give out your stuff, so Scott, take all the water, all the grub out of your inventory. You can keep your bullets. So just your grub and your water you can give out. Did you pick up any kind of
Shit.
items or scrap while you're away?
The book was the only main thing that I got. Everything else was grub and water.
Right, so the Chronicle will kind of they'll look at the book and they'll look at you kind of confusedly. I will say, as a chronicler, you recognise. Let me get the name of these people though, because I have done plenty of work, so I should have these things at hand. Where are they? Unaffiliated. We'll say it's the Dawn Vault. Aneth. Aneth is a kind of grey-skinned, black-haired female mutant. She wears glasses that don't actually have the glass in them, but she just likes the look of them, and she wears like a lab coat, just a filthy stained lab coat, and she kind of like looks at you kind of confusedly and just flicks through, and as she's flicking through, her eyes widen, and she kind of like snatches it to her side, it just turns around and walks off very, very quickly. Some of the chroniclers she's with kind of look at her confusedly, but they're like, that's weird. But yeah, she goes off in the direction of the Dawn Vault. Now, as this is all happening, Diane holds up her hand, says, "Everyone, please, please. I wish to bestow a gift upon the party. And who would like to roll to see what artifact they provide you with? There's only one that I will not give you on the whole.
I bet that's the one I want.
It's a game breaker. You're not getting it.
I will inform everyone that I managed to gather 21 rations and 21 water rations.
Oh man!
And she has took off.
So, I'll tell you what I want. What I really, really want.
Tell you what I really
want. Thanks, Rick. This is why we're buddies in this.
Yes.
Who's rolling?
Who would like to roll?
I'll roll. What am I rolling?
First roll of the game.
D666, please. Artifacts. Artifact cards.
452.
13.
I'm not sure why I said 452 instead of 452, but I did.
It's all good. 189. Let's have a look.
Why are you being so weird?
There we go. Right. Sorry, say that number to me again. 452, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. She puts her hand inside a bag and pulls out a small container. And she does that and it rattles. Rachel, if you could roll me... let's make sure I get this right. A certain number we should get. I'm bored. Right, just roll 2d6. I can't be bothered finding that.
Hello, Siobhan.
If it's having search engine. Okay.
I just rolled a 2.
Right, I'll tell you what we'll do. We're just going to take the average and we're just going to give you 6, okay? Because 2 is rubbish.
Oh, Wild Kitty party.
What the hell? I was just like, is that a noise I hear there? That one's really good at cat noises. Oh, no, there we go. So Rachel,
No, it's just me.
She glides over to you and she presses something in your hand.
Thank you. And I open my hand.
You look at it and it has got a long chemical name and then some writing that you don't understand and then the words painkillers.
Oh,
thank you very much.
What they do is that they can restore your strength. So if you have your strength reduced to 0, you can take painkillers and have it put back to the maximum. They last for 6 hours. So basically, it'll get you back up, but then you need to like do what you need to do, and you need to get away, and you need to get yourself back up. You need to like then heal properly. But they can make you fight through pretty much anything, and also you've got 6 UCs of them. So make sure you keep an eye on that, and if you use them, mark one off.
Done.
Okay.
Guys, we've got these cool tablets.
Which takes 3 immediately. Oh, these are
I
amazing.
have not. I have not
Oh.
bought many. We'll put these safely
It's
away.
back out the mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, they
Yeah.
taste awful.
Spits in the tub. Ah.
Yeah. Save that
Oh
for later.
no,
Pop
she
it, close
doesn't do
again.
that.
Now, Diane then moves back and just addresses the crowd and just thanks, just expresses her gratitude to you, and says that if more people believe in the church and join the church, they can accomplish anything.
Yeah, I'll have walked away by that point.
Yeah, you walked away.
I'm guessing my
However,
mind control does not let me leave right now.
your mind control, I'm going to say it lasts for a couple hours, so you kind of have to stand there and listen to her,
I'm
or
just
just
sitting there like-
grandstanding, and just, and then when she stops, she bows graciously and she turns and she kind of again glides off. And as soon as she's turned her back, the rest of her entourage kind of follow her.
As soon as she goes, I'm like, oh. Because like, oh, she's gone. Thank goodness.
I know.
It
I
was
was
just a
so
scary-
nervous and unpleasant. Such an amazing lady.
Scott, as you're doing that, is Del Boy's going to walk over to you and kind of nudge you and say, "What was all that then?"
Well, obviously, Diane is such a great person who helped us so much in our travels that I had to thank her.
As you're talking to Del, Rodney's walking behind you. Del's, so let me just understand this, mate. Then, so I says to you, let's make her look like an idiot, and instead you give her credit for the whole thing. Is that what you're saying?
I don't
Oh,
know.
you put it
It's
like
like
that.
I just felt like doing it.
Well, you feel something heavy and sharp resting on your shoulder. No, don't look back there. No, you're talking to me. So, just to clarify, I give you an order, offer you something, and then instead you do the opposite. Right. Me and you need to have a talk, me old son.
I'm gonna walk up behind the guy that has whatever he has pressed against Bogart's neck
Yeah.
and just go, I think you should drop that. And leave my friend alone. And I have my scrap axe pressed against his throat.
Okay, cool.
Well-
So you get your scrap out, so you bring it round. Okay, so just to clarify, there's quite a lot of people here, right? So I don't know when
If
it's now.
she's doing that, I'm just
so
going to be
next
like,
week's
well, obviously I had every intention of doing what you asked, but then I looked into her lovely eyes, and suddenly I was smitten. And
Right.
I-
Dale is going to make a roll right now to see what's going on here. Okay, because he has a stat sheet because I spent a long time doing this.
Yes, he certainly does.
Yes. Okay, he's going to do.
Have I lost everything, including my ally?
Oh, mate, that would be absolutely shit.
Yeah. Okay. He got 2 successes. You see Dell thinking for a second. He says, "Rod, get off him." Did you look into her eyes?
Yes, they were very lovely. They
Rod,
slit and
clogged him in the back of the
blinking
head, mate.
from the side. It was very pretty.
As you're saying that, you feel Rodney smack you really hard in the back of the head, and then the fog kind of lifts a bit, and you're like, "Ah, fuck."
Did I just give away all my stuff for free?
Yeah,
You
there's
did.
And did I just admire Diane?
Yes, you did.
That fucking bitch!
To be fair, it was a very noble cause you gave it to.
I don't care about no cause. I care about me.
Yeah, you have no food or no water.
Yeah.
So,
So now I
good
have
luck.
to beg or starve.
To be fair, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, starving, not a bad idea.
Well, luckily, the Chronicler has one talent that I picked up at the last level. I'm going to
Oh.
start singing for everyone.
I was literally going to say one of the Chronicler's abilities is that he can go and inspire people, and I have made locations to actually do this, so he can go and entertain people for food.
Would you like to borrow my berry?
Thank you.
Put
Okay,
on
let's look at the
a
penny.
jaunty red cap.
This seems familiar from books in the past.
Dell is here. He puts his hand on your shoulder, and you are considerably taller than him. Dell's quite a small mutant, and he says to you, "There's a reason that I don't go after her directly. You got to be sneaky. You got to use subterfuge, and above all, don't look in her fucking eyes. She can do that shit, and she's very, very smart. So next time, maybe don't try that. Okay? You've had one. That's the one you get off me." Right, if you've got anything to sell, shop's open. Alf, I've spoke to you. I'll give that map ready for you tomorrow.
Appreciate it.
Long journey, hard journey. I would make sure you're ready for it. It's not a walk in the park, mate. It's a very, very dangerous place you're heading.
Yeah, I understand.
Got his back, don't worry.
Do any of you need anything off me?
Yeah, I have
had
a.
this bin full of tins and stuff to sell. If
No, I'm not even going. He's not even going to ask for payment.
Glares at you like he hears you saying it.
It's like literally about 10. It's like, probably.
No, he feels you saying it. He literally feels the question coming.
No. He has a look at you, the bin full of scrap and stuff. He's like, I can give you a price for that. I'll keep you in grub and water as long as you're here. But you might want to speak to the folk over at the fix pit. They might have more use of that than me. If they won't take it, I'll take anything you've got because I can always move scrap.
If you wouldn't mind, I'll take a couple of those cans over to the fix pit if you want.
Yeah, I wonder who's at the fix pit.
Oh, you can help me fill the bin.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. Yeah, I could certainly help.
With that, Del Boy turns and walks back towards the area that he presides over. So yeah, that leaves you guys in the middle of the arc. The mutants kind of seeing that things have kind of like calmed down, nothing else seems to be happening. They all start moving back to the various places that mutants stay, the ruins of the barracks, around the fire, the barrel fires that they set up around the area, and some kind of like do like a lazy circle of the barracks, just kind of doing a patrol, but like an unofficial patrol. What would you like to do?
To the fix bit.
The fix pit.
To the fix pit.
Okay, now the fix pit. As you will know, I will put up the. I did write a whole thing for this, so give me a second. The fix pit. Boss buildings fix pit. I think I've showed you this before. So there you go. There's the fix pit.
Yay.
Now, what you know about the fix pit is it is an empty it is an empty garage. Although the word garage itself doesn't really mean a whole hell of a lot to you. It's just a name that was on the building. But from what you know about it, there was like the remains of cars within the building, and some gearheads have taken it over. The boss is O'Brien, and he is just kind of generally he's a gearhead. Well, he was a gearhead, but now he's a boss. And he's kind of taken on some like-minded gearheads and a couple of enforcers and some grunts and whatnot. He's always looking for scrap.